So, Nick, we're going to talk a little bit about your Twitter game. It's been on fire. We got to address a few more tweets. Last week, we talked about some tweets you posted. So, we got to address a few more this week, starting with this one.
Best team, best championship team?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
You said, KG is the Kobe to Tim MJ. People scared to say he better. So, Duncan had more individual and team success than KG during their NBA careers. But just rolling the ball out, do you think KG was a better player than Tim Duncan?
Yes.
And why do you feel that way, Nick?
Because he could dribble, fade away. Tim was great though. But I feel like just because you got accomplishments and championships don't always mean you're better than that person. To me, I feel like his team was better than the Timberwolves. That's why. But if you put KG on that team, I think he had the same amount of rings, plus probably more.
You think KG would have more rings if you swapped him and Tim Duncan, put KG on that Spurs squad?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Gil, you were looking at Nick.
I didn't
think about the Timberwolves.
So there's only one person that can answer really and have
and we will
unbiased, more accurate
To
statement.
this side, Kenyon, you match up against both these gentlemen.
One thing Nick said was accurate. I agree with. If you put KG on that team, they don't miss a beat.
Yeah.
So
you think Spurs still have a similar amount of success with KG?
Absolutely.
Instead of Tim Duncan?
Absolutely.
Okay. But now just roll.
But I think if you put Tim with the Minnesota team, he get them out of the first round and shit like that.
Ooh. I don't think
so. Would that imply that Tim is?
I don't think they would make the playoffs.
Better than KG.
They would. Tim had something Garnett didn't have.
What?
They were, okay,
it's something.
The last 3 minutes of the game, you couldn't go to KG because KG would defer. Right, KG would defer, because it's like he's gonna make that pass. Like he's gonna try to go to Wally Zerbiak and try to go to those guys instead of just taking over. Tim, you can go to Tim at the end and Tim would finish. Like so, one was a better passer, one was so.
I think KG down there had everything better besides the bank shot.
No, both. Listen, man. Because Gil, to your point, Gil, right? Battle both.
Can you see KG? I was just looking at KG going one-on-one in that little thing.
It was
talking about the USA?
I guess.
Yeah.
Can you ask you personally? Who was a
see, the fact that
matchup
he's
for you?
thinking this hard kind of lets you know it's not as easy as one's supposed to be top power forward and one.
Who's a tough
But I'm just
matchup
saying
for
they
me
just put Tim in front of it.
because of his pierce. Like Tim weighed more than I did.
Yeah, he did.
So that played a factor, right?
Okay.
Him leaning on me, 272. I'm playing at 230. So that, like, for me, it was that aspect of it.
Yeah.
KG wiry, strong, just like for me, I was able to push KG where I wanted him, guide him in certain areas. Like, I really had to work at making Tim go where I wanted him to go. Right after the first game of the finals, like because I'm trying, like I'm locked into, so all this shit on me was sore. For me meeting him and pushing him out to where I wanted him to go. And me not giving ground, and him just leaning on me constantly, and me just holding my ground.
But see, I thought Tim, because KG could put it on the ground. You put
Not
him
against
on
me.
that Minnesota team, he needed to do everything like KG. He needed to shoot the free throw, front of free throw, pull up.
But you just
take
putting
off the
Tim
dribble.
in the situations. Tim was efficient, right? Like, so for
Put Tim on that team, and you throwing him to him to
dribble.
go off the dribble.
He could,
But he wouldn't have to do that.
What, on that team?
On Minnesota? If he was on Minnesota, he
You
would
got to
have
do everything on Minnesota. They go to the playoffs.
No, but to be honest, Minnesota.
they just couldn't get out the first round.
They were all right. But what's so funny is they didn't get out the
Why
first
they
round.
got the first round?
I'm gonna tell you this. When they got out, they was missing one piece. Somebody who was gonna take a shot at the end of the game. And that became a 30-something-year-old man by the name of Sam Cassell. Sam
was cold, though.
Sam Cassell go there and then become a 20-point scorer.
He always been that.
But no, he was not a 20-point scorer.
Sam was always
His best year was there because
like 17, 18.
Yeah, he always averaged like
because he got
But
put
his best year
into
was 20. He said
he
20.
got put into a situation where his expertise paid off. Taking the shot at the end. Think about, he has Hakeem, so he don't get to do what he wants to do.
Hey.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett, hey, I need you to take them shots at the end of the game. Now he's in his element. Now this is where big balls come in at because he get to be that guy for
Tim can take every shot at the end either.
KG led the Timberwolves to the playoffs 8 straight seasons. They didn't get out of the first round in 7 of those seasons, including 2 losses to the Spurs. Spurs 3-1 them. Two separate times in that situation. They did make the conference finals in 2004.
That's a better team.
I'm just saying, but it's a matchup though.
Yeah.
But I'm just.
How much he had though that series? How much they had?
Okay, they both did their thing, man.
How much they had that series? What's let's look up the stats.
It's hard.
Well,
I mean, it's
because both of them.
what's their stats?
Because KG's defense and because KG's Tim block shots.
Defense.
Individual defense.
You put KG on a team like the Boston Celtics,
because
you win the same amount of teams?
No, I can tell you.
KG win multiple defensive player of the years if he's with San Antonio.
If he's with San Antonio,
he wins multiple.
He's multiple because individually.
Because the way they defended as a team.
He was a great defensive player. You add that defensive scheme
with that,
makes him look great.
They used to funnel shit, right?
Yes.
They used to funnel for me, right? I can get by Tim and it's fucking trouble.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers. Tim coming, Dave Roberts, it just.
Duncan has the most all defensive teams among big men with 50.
But I like to pull that out.
But it's not individual. But yes, but the team itself.
Team shit.
It's a team shit. That's why you can't always go off of, like, Ginobili was a great defender. Tony Parker wasn't a great defender. The scheme itself was great at defending. Bruce Bowen, you can beat him off the dribble anytime you want, but the team was going to net all that shit up.
Yeah.
So you attacking from below the free throw line, good fucking luck.
Yeah.
How did they get?
Good luck.
So
what I'm saying
what
is,
pick was Tim?
That's the same shit with D Rose MVP year.
Who won?
They had the number 1 pick with David Robinson.
David Robinson. That's that shit I be talking about.
Was hurt the previous year.
Oh,
they was hurt. So they were a top 3 team.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah.
He want to come back and like, you just sit out these last 37 games.
Play dead, baby.
He gonna draft Tim Duncan.
You just sit out these last 37.
That's what I'm saying.
Sean Elliott, sit out.
And they won a championship.
And then it come out the lockout.
Yeah, the lockout year.
Then it's a
They beat the
lockout.
Knicks though.
Then it's a lockout.
Right?
And they won a championship that year.
That's a lockout.
Tim Duncan, KG, both hoopers.
Who?
Are Tim Duncan and KG both hoopers?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, from that aspect, yeah.
Whose aspect?
From the aspect that he said.
Basketball aspect.
The updated version.
The updated version.
I heard.
What's so funny is a whole bunch of basketball sites, a whole bunch of basketball sites and all this. Like, when the fuck did hoopers become
Right? That's
two-way players?
Yeah, I was a hooper.
Like, he was called a hooper.
That nigga just go out there and hoop.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't here for the comment. So my definition of it is, hooper is somebody who like to fucking play basketball.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You go to hoop.
No matter what,
like, no matter what, you going to hoop. Like, we hoopers. Like, when you throw the ball up, nigga, I got on jean shorts. I'm gonna hoop.
Right at the park.
Right, niggas from the park, them niggas hoopers.
Yeah, it knows and everything.
Hold on, let me tie these motherfuckers up real quick. Nigga, you got a ball, let me tie nigga.
That's the hoop.
When I see Steven Jackson, that's a damn.
Like, he gonna be good no matter
Let
what.
me not mess up this fresh white tee. Hold on, let me take this.
He about to go to the park. He about to hoop. Like,
We hoopers.
Hoopers basketball shorts under their jeans.
Yeah.
Yes.
At all
lunchtime
times.
ball.
It's a game break.
Just in case.
Lunchtime ball.
The two-way players is a whole different thing. We didn't know.
Those are two-way players.
Two-way players. Two-way players.
He's a two-way or he complete basketball. Or there's other terminology
Basketball
you
player,
can use.
complete basketball player.
Complete, two-way, all these, but hooper and score, that shit was.
Yeah, I didn't know. That came out of left.
But
like Tim Duncan, Garnett, like, we know if Garnett was in that system.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
He would have been like, put it like this. He would have been the greatest power forward of all time.
Everybody just say
Tim. If Tim Duncan was in
Timberwolves.
Bill be saying with Tim Duncan to KG.
We be saying.
Tim Duncan would be. How about this? Tim Duncan would be.
I think.
I don't know. I don't know if I can. Will he be better than Kevin Garnett was?
In that system, I think so. I think so.
So you think he would leave the Wolves more?
I don't know, because Tim needs that passing. He likes.
I don't know. That's just a hard.
But you running shit for Tim either way. No matter where you. No matter where you put Tim Duncan, you running plays for him, right?
It's more pressure on you.
You running plays for him, no matter where you put him. Right.
More pressure. Because you ain't got Parker and
Tim Duncan. I mean, yeah, KG is definitely
KG
have like 3 or 4 rings.
Tony Parker had nothing to do with wedge roll, nigga.
No,
don't talk.
Hey,
we say
wedge
But
roll.
you not sending doubles. KG
Tony Parker had nothing to do with wedge roll.
KG getting doubles.
Hey, I can tell you that shit.
Okay, for the people out there who may not be
if they
knowledgeable,
need a
what is
bucket,
role?
they calling a pick to a back screen and give Tim Duncan that ball on the motherfucking left block, nigga. Hey,
KG getting doubled.
Hey.
Him doing a pick and roll with Tony Parker. That's
but
dangerous.
it ain't for Tony Parker.
I used to hate that.
That's dangerous.
It wasn't for
I used to
Tony
be in that
Parker
pick and
come
roll.
off this motherfucking listen.
But still,
I dare
you
you.
knew Tony can
them
score
last
off that
4
motherfucker.
minutes
No.
of the game that he
They had-
spoke of, they called wedge roll. You turn that corner and you
You had to learn, like,
throw that motherfucker back.
Tony had to
throw
learn.
it in.
He had to learn how to score
I used to hate that play.
when he's down. When he's down.
I know.
But
Like-
Come on,
Like that first
Tony
year.
Parker coming off that.
It coming
But
off
he
that
became
shit was
good.
like.
He became good in that system. Like it's.
This football season went up to 1,000 times your cash every game day, only on Underdog. Just pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats, like touchdowns, yards, and so much more. Millions of fans from all over the U.S. have won over $1 billion on Underdog. Underdog is offered in 33 states across the country, and this season, they'll be running a special, bonus, or promo almost every single day.
Every day.
Sign up for Underdog today using promo code GIL, and you'll get a free pick as a part of your first cash entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Again, that's promo code
Gil.
Cash in on every touchdown this season with Underdog. We did it!
Nigga,
Like I don't know. Like you put Tim anywhere, he would have been a great.
Yeah.
Like it's. But the KG part, like if KG was in that defensive system,
Oh my God.
his defensive, he would have had some.
They
scoring.
winning more
You would have had a hard time scoring against them.
for sure.
Like when somebody was like, "Yeah, Tim is a great defensive player," I was like, individually, I never had to play again. I know that fucking system was fucking.
But I
He
feel like
did-
they
like,
forget
Like, yeah,
about.
like the system.
look,
But I was like, well, he was always fucking there.
timing
so
and
yeah.
long arms he did. Listen,
Yeah, it was-
don't get me, don't take, because I played the motherfucker.
Yeah.
The motherfucker almost had a quadruple double in the finals against us. So don't not gonna.
Like it was just one of those things.
And I was 3 for 23 in that game.
Like even like Ben Wallace, right?
But
like Ben,
how
like
he-
Ben, like Ben Wallace, great defender, right? Rip, Chauncey, okay. Chason, good. Then you added
Who?
damn-
Chason?
Chason Prince was a good defender.
Tayshaun Prince?
Tayshaun Prince.
Oh, Tayshaun Prince.
And then you end up getting Rasheed Wallace,
Which they needed.
now which they needed. Now you're talking about
What? Wait.
Now you're talking about.
they needed
Tayshaun
she.
Prince.
What about
Was a
Tayshaun?
great
He said
defender.
Tayshaun.
He said
Tayshaun Prince.
the
Oh,
name
oh
wrong.
my God.
Now when you got when
He
now
talk
when you-
like me on Twitter. but in
Hussein
real life.
Bolt.
Now when you got Rasheed Wallace,
'Cause they
now
need
you're
it.
talking about a third great defender
'Cause they
made
need
the
it.
two okay look like they was motherfucking first team all defense too now. So now the whole team as a unit became probably one of the best defensive teams that ever played the game.
Man, I was busting.
I was busting their ass too.
I was
but I'm just
busting
talking
their
about-
ass.
no, I was busting their ass too.
But you get.
I was because I knew how to attack it.
But you put KG on his first like.
Yeah, just swept
official
him the year
good
before
team
she
with
got
Boston,
there.
And he won a championship. He won a championship first year.
But you gave him more scores too though.
Hey,
And you
before
think-
she, we just swept that team in the playoffs.
But but what's the
Pistons
funny?
team.
But
Like when you
saying.
gave Garnett
Ray Allen
a
and Paul
bunch of
Pierce?
non-scores, but look how like we were talking about individual defense. Ray Allen wasn't a great defender.
That's what I'm
Paul
saying.
Pierce wasn't a great defender. You gave him KG, that team all of a sudden became a great defensive team.
I know we played him first game.
That's why I said it's hard to figure out who's defense because
And y'all was down 20.
a bunch of people became defensive players all because of one person was a great defensive player. He's helping all y'all.
wait, nah.
He is a net guy.
They threw Tony Allen in that motherfucker too, though.
Yeah, Tony Allen was in the league before, but
Him and KG.
think about it. He was on Memphis. Was Debo a great defender?
What we call one defense
Oh, how
player
about
of the year?
that? No, that shit
What's up?
The Diddy.
Come on, nah, hell no. We can't put him in that fucking
That shit was terrible.
Gilbert shit, nah.
Yes, they can.
They're not doing go.
was second
Gasol.
team.
Gasol was cold.
I'm a big.
Second team.
No, dog.
Nigga.
And they won second team.
was second team.
Second team all defensive. You defensive player of the
Was he
year.
All-Star that year?
Who?
Probably.
Mark
Yeah.
Gasol got a defensive player of the year.
Grindhouse, baby.
I
That was
don't have
called
all
Grindhouse
defensive
for a
teams.
minute, for a reason. Grindhouse.
Hear me out.
He played.
Look, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
He was in the
He has
playoffs
a
together.
defensive player of the year award.
I know. Was that the
I
year?
don't have a defensive first team or second team.
You don't?
No.
That's because you angry, nigga. Niggas don't like you. If niggas liked you, you'll have one. But niggas don't like you. You too angry. You try to punk David Stern and shit. That brother
not him.
You do the brother knowledge shit
not him.
now.
No, listen.
You wasn't
I
brother
left him
knowledge
alone.
then, nigga.
No, I left him
You
alone.
wasn't brother knowledge.
But I left him
He
alone.
said he wasn't brother knowledge there.
Yeah, nigga,
You Mr. David Stern, no. I left that man alone. Right? Him? No, you got it.
I said,
No, sir.
I done seen you punk a lot of motherfuckers
Not
in
him.
the organization. Not him. Yeah.
Like Giannis was a great defender. Lopez was a great
What was
defender.
our
All
coach?
first teams, right?
Fucking, what's his name?
Right?
Niggas hate.
But last year they
Vinny
couldn't
Garnett
stop
was-
nobody. Right? Last year they couldn't stop nobody, but the year before.